I need some new challenge ideas for next Halo Wars video. Let me look at my comments, see if anyone said anything. Wait, what's this? New question is, can you beat Halo Wars without supply pads? Probably not. Well, let's find out if that actually is impossible. On Can You Beat Halo Wars without supply pads? Before we start the challenge, we will be skipping missions Alpha Base, Rug Interior, Cleansing, and Repairs, since these missions are baseless. With all that out of the way, let's get into the video. We start with a total of 2,000 supplies. This number can be increased by locating nearby supply crates on the map. However, before we can actually do anything, we're thrust into a base building tutorial mandating the construction of a supply pad, barracks, and 5 marines. Upon completing the construction of these 5 marines, we will dismantle our supply pad, remaining faithful to the challenge as much as possible. Upon the tutorial's completion, Forge will send the ramp on the left side of our base, engaging a small group of Covenant units. Once dispatched, we will gain reinforcements. We will utilize these newly acquired units to rescue other UNSC forces that are behind a force field penetratable only by Marines. Marines will be tasked with destroying the shield generator, granting access to the rescue units. Subsequently, we will employ our newly acquired Warhawks and Forge, which will target and eliminate the Covenant hangar, which is responsible for deploying dropships onto our base. Meanwhile, our secondary force, comprising of Marines and flamethrowers, will progress to the right side of the map. We will prioritize completing all 5 objectives, which involve rescuing UNSC units. Each successful rescue grants us additional units, significantly aiding our final assault. Once all units are rescued, we prepare for the final phase of our strategy, moving our forces as close to the mountain edge as possible. We send in our Warhawks to eliminate any nearby Covenant units. It's very important not to veer too far left, as it risks alerting the Covenant base. Upon breaching the force field, we neutralize the shield generator, allowing our Warhawks to join the final charge. We charge forward, discarding all opposition, focusing solely on the detonator. Come on, come on, come on! Yes, we did it! Oh, no supply pads first mission done. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. I'm recording, right? Okay, cool, I'm recording. Let's go! You know, that's really cool. I always forget the mega turret. Yeah, anyways, we want to start the cargo warplane, by the way, and there's nothing you can do about that. I swear to God, if it blasts, no. What? Why? Oh my gosh. I literally had it down in 30 seconds. I embarked on a second attempt, opting to construct the base and reinforce our forces with Marines. The idea behind this approach was to provide additional targets to divert the Megaturret's attention. Nonetheless, this strategy does pose some challenges and drawbacks. Our limited supplies from building a base and Marines. Nevertheless, we employ a tactic. The tactic involves accruing stores, or aka veterancy, by unit kills. Each time a unit is eliminated, experience points are gained, eventually leading to a star. Each star enhances unit durability and firepower. We'll put our Marines at watchtowers for they get a huge defense bonus and form our initial defense against the Mega Turret's assault. Regrettably, a lapse in my focus resulted in the loss of one of our Hornets and Forge Warhawk. Oh god, this is a nightmare. I lost a Hornet, of course I did. Oh my gosh, he's a pro. I'm dodging. No, I didn't dodge all of it. Ah, shit. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Oh my gosh. Think it's dead? Yeah. As the Megaturret turns its focus towards our base and Marines, we execute a calculated diversion, utilizing our Hornets as a distraction. We ensured they remain in sight and in combat of Covenant units to draw the attention of the Megaturrets and away from the planes. Yes, I did without supply pads. Let's go. Oh my god. Let's go. Dude. Yes. We're making progress. We embark on this mission with a total of 1,100 supplies at our disposal. Our objective is to dismantle the Covenant's base. However, several steps must be taken to ensure the achievement of our goal. Firstly, we must establish a base at the crater and purge it of all enemy forces. To accomplish this, one of our Spartans will hijack a Banshee to clear out the Covenant in the back. Meanwhile, our 2 Spartans will lead the charge, absorbing the brunt of the damage while utilizing cover, which significantly enhances their defenses. Another reason why we only use Spartans is because they have a rechargeable shield, therefore we won't lose any units during our assault. Once we have cleared out all the Covenant, Captain Cutter will construct our base. This will save our precious supplies. When this happens, the mega turret materializes. While still under construction, it's vulnerable to damage, an opportunity we will exploit to the fullest. We may not destroy the mega turret during our initial assault. We will inflict a lot of damage, setting the stage for the next phase of our assault. Our Spartan will continue the assault on the mega turret and eventually destroy the mega turret. With the mega turret out of the way, we can focus on our defenses. With the Covenant encamped outside of our base, our primary objective becomes fortification. We get reinforcements throughout the mission, courtesy of Angel via the Pelican drop, bolstering our army with cobras, ODSTs, and flamethrowers. Yes, let's go. Okay, we managed to hold off. Dude, we're doing it. Omega Team's here to carry. Now we can take over the base. All right, guys, full force. If only every mission was like this, dude. This challenge would be so easy. Our signal to unleash our full might upon Covenant stronghold. Our Cobras take up position at the rear. They have a devastating firepower against structures, so we'll focus on the Covenant's base, while our Spartans eliminate any nearby threats. With reinforcements from Angel, Red Team, and the Mega Team, we ultimately succeed in dismantling the Covenant's base. In Mission 6, Dumb Night, we start with 800 supplies, with an additional 779 supplies scattered across the map, bring our total supply count to 1,579. To successfully complete this mission, we must construct 5 rhinos, each costing 300 supplies. Therefore, the total cost of rhinos alone amounts to 1,500 supplies. Additionally, utilizing the Pelican to transport 1 rhino to the left location, for it is required on this mission, adds an additional 200 supplies, totaling the total cost of supplies to 1,700. With a deficiency of 121 supplies, regrettably, this mission proves to be unachievable. Regardless of our efforts, let us proceed with the challenge though, to ask the question of what missions are actually beatable without supply pads. We initiate this mission with a bountiful stockpile of supplies, the most we will ever get among all missions. A total of 6,000 supplies, which is such an absurd amount of resources at our disposal. The strategic possibilities are vast. Our chosen strategy, though, deploy a substantial number of Scorpions, coupled with attaining a tech level of level 3 for 2 primary reasons. First, to unlock the Canister ability, an area effect attack that inflicts significant damage, thereby increasing our offensive capabilities substantially. Secondly, we will construct a few Wolverines to counter the presence of flying units such as Engineers and Banshees, guarding the Super Scarab. Our objective on this mission is to dismantle the Super Scarab, which has a total of 7 power nodes. Each of these power nodes control the Super Scarab's speed. For each time we destroy one of them, the speed will be reduced. However, we will only destroy 6 of these nodes, as the last node is heavily fortified by Covenant forces. To destroy one of these nodes, we will exploit the Covenant AI by moving in a certain pattern with force. That way we can neutralize this first power node without retaliation. Additionally, upgrades for our turrets are essential, as we anticipate a relentless onslaught of locusts throughout the mission. To counteract this, we'll give our turrets the railgun upgrade. This upgrade is good versus vehicles. We will also research large turrets as well. For the remaining 5 power nodes, our 5 Scorpions with the Canister ability are more than enough to dismantle them effortlessly. Once 6 power nodes have been eliminated, we devise our final strategy, positioning our army on the right side. We'll utilize a single unit to lure the Scarab into a repetitive attack pattern. By exploiting the sloop, our army can focus its firepower on the Scarab without the need for constant repositioning and minimize the risk of losing units. Why are you not attacking? What the? I swear to God. Oh, now it wants to attack? It bugged out. That's super annoying. Amidst our assault on the Scarab, we face a relentless onslaught of locusts. Ultimately, it becomes a race against time to see whether our base or the Scarab succumbs first. During this crucial junction, I completely retreat to defend our base. However, opting to stand and fight. I rely on our rhinos and turrets that we have upgraded to withstand the onslaught long enough for us to vanquish the Scarab. No, come on. Okay. 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 Yes! Oh my gosh, you're so close. Oh gosh, that one's actually hard. Jeez. Hard time too. I got a gold on that? This mission is by far the easiest mission of the challenge. In fact, we can even speedrun it. Begin with one elephant and forge without his warhog. Additionally, we start with 1,000 supplies, and as a bonus, we receive a small passive income. Even without supply pads, we'll utilize this elephant to train marines and flamethrowers, forming a small army to repel Covenant's forces. Once we significantly push them back, Red Team arrives to provide assistance. With the Covenant threat neutralized, our focus shifts to rescuing 2 stranded elephants trapped by the flood. We waste no time. We dispatch our Spartans and forge to secure the elephants. Although we were obliged to construct a base, there's really no need to wait on building things up, since our 3 Spartans and forge is all we need to complete the mission. We prioritize rescuing the top elephant first. After clearing out the nearby flood, we send the first elephant back to base. It won't need any protection being escorted back to base, and as soon as we rescue the first elephant, we proceed to the final elephant. Upon reaching the second elephant, we ensure we set aside 600 supplies for a copper bomb ability to neutralize the flood turret guarding it. This copper bomb should be able to one-shot this flood turret. This makes sure that we can swiftly eliminate the flood at the second elephant's location. Next, we escort the last elephant back to base. With both elephants safely returned, our mission is accomplished. We commence this mission with a trio of elephants and a pair of supply pads. Our first order of business is to swiftly demolish those supply pads to keep the spirit of the challenge. Our priority lies in rescuing Red Team. These 3 Spartans are the key to our victory. We'll build 2 Warhogs and send them to Red Team. We anticipate the loss of one of these Warhogs, a sacrifice we deem acceptable in the grand scheme of all things. With Red Team and the Spartans at our disposal, we have enough firepower to confront the flood menace. Now, we can destroy a lot of these smaller outposts, but realistically, it doesn't really help a lot. All we need to really do is just focus on destroying the nearby flood turrets and all the nearby enemies. We siege this base for about like 20 minutes of relentless combat. Eventually, through our trials and our hardships, we emerge victorious, vanquishing the flood and dismantling their base. Another mission conquered, another step closer to our ultimate goal. Mission 10, Shield World. This is always the most scariest mission of any challenge. We begin this mission with a hefty amount of supplies. Our objective on this mission is to rescue Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie before the clock runs out. Typically, Alpha falls victim to the flood and Bravo faces a similar fate. However, in a curious twist of fate during this challenge, for some unknown reason, Bravo remains miraculously unscathed, an unexpected complication that adds another extra layer of difficulty to our task. Normally, I just let Alpha and Bravo die and worry about saving Charlie, but every time I tried, Bravo just lives. I don't know why. What we will do is get the Cancer Shell ability, a game changer that allows us to decimate flood turrets. What we can do is employ a hit and run tactic to clear them out without taking much damage. For the biggest concern on this mission is actually how much health we have. Since our supply is actually very limited, we can't be spamming it on heal and restore. Armed with 3 tanks and the cancer ability, this is more than enough firepower we need for the mission. We do get 1 free gremlin on this mission, and by moving the gremlin to one of the power nodes, it will allow us to get 5 additional minutes to complete the mission. We're going to need all those 5 extra minutes. We'll make our way to our Charlie first, and the reason why we actually do this is because we're going to need the Spartans to clear out Bravo. Now, we will clear out any flood turrets along the pathway, so when we do have to escort the people at the end of the mission, they'll be protected. No, dude, don't, no, stop it. No, I didn't, Please. Stop, no, stop moving, stay. No, stay. Oh, thank you. Alright, you want to bug out? We gotta go through now. we will unleash the canister shell abilities upon the flood base until its demise. We need to do this in a certain order and space out our attacks to prevent the base from regenerating, because if the base does not take any damage, it'll start gaining health rapidly. So we spread out our canister abilities by a certain amount of time. After doing this for some time, we actually get to save Charlie, and we welcome Red Team into our ranks. We seize the supply crates to get supply to cast another heal and restore. We will move our Spartans towards Bravo, drawing the attention of nearby flood turrets while safeguarding our Scorpions. Since the Spartans have shields, it doesn't matter if they actually take damage, and they can always just get back up. And by doing this, we get to save our precious Scorpions' health. Very vital that we continue to do this, because we have a lot of flood to still clear out. With time dwindling, we push very aggressively, foregoing cautious tactics in favor of decisive action. We'll eventually clear out Bravo, and once we clear out Bravo, we must escort the Bravo forces back to their base. The clock ticks down, the stakes get high. I'm not sure if we'll have enough time, but with sheer determination, we make it back to the circle just in time. Yeah, it's only took me 2 hours. Oh my gosh, we did it! We kickstart this mission with a hefty amount of supplies, 2,700 in total, a significant advantage from the get-go. Snagging nearby supply crates bumps us to 3,000, a boon that sets the stage for our strategy. Our goal? Conserve a total of 2,000 supplies, for we have to construct 4 bases and control them at the same time. Rather than building them one by one, we opt for a simultaneously build approach, a tactic with multiple benefits. By delaying the base construction until the mission's end, we invade the onslaught of banshee attacks triggered by typical base building sequences. It seems that building a base triggers a crucial game trigger to prompt telling the game that the Covenant should be more aggressive. To exploit this, we'll leave Forge and a few of our ODSTs that we get at the start of the mission at the sites of our demolished bases. By doing this, we can then wait till the end of the mission, once we destroy all 4 Covenant bases, to build them all at once and complete the mission. To achieve this goal, we'll hijack locusts that emerge. The initial hijack occurs actually at the first base, employing a daring maneuver involving our Spartans charging into the fray, while the healthiest Spartans executes the hijack, while the other 2 Spartans will tank all the damage. So that way we can actually hijack the locust. With the newly acquired locust, if we stand at a certain distance from the base, we can actually destroy the base without being retaliated. By doing this little cheese, we can easily destroy the Covenant's base. We'll eventually find another locust at the second base. Once we have destroyed the second base, we can now get the Scarab. We can actually get the Scarab at the get-go. The reason why we don't do this is I don't want the Scarab to actually take any unnecessary damage. By utilizing the Locust's shields, we technically have infinite health. As we're now at the third base, we'll just inch a little bit forward by inch, using the Scarab to destroy the base. Once we have slowly destroyed the third base, there's a whole Covenant army we must destroy before we can get to the teleporter. By just inching slowly by slowly, and when we destroy the enemy base, we actually get vision of the area, allowing us to destroy the Covenant's base without being retaliated. Once we destroy this entire Covenant army, we're on the final step of the mission. Once we go through the teleporter, there's a whole bunch of elite honor guards and a boss battle, the Scarab. The Scarab is very scary. Use our Locusts, since they can actually take a little bit of damage from the Scarab and do damage back. With the combination of 2 Locusts and a Scarab, we're actually able to defeat the Scarab, and that leaves us with one more thing to do: destroying the 4th Covenant's base. And since all 4 bases are now destroyed, we'll build them all simultaneously, starting with base 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Mission 14, Reactor. We commence with 1,800 supplies. One thing to know about this mission is we do get a passive income even without supply pads. There are also numerous supply crates available nearby. We adopt an exceedingly aggressive approach on this map, as denying the Covenant opportunity to amass an army and construct shield generators is very crucial for our success. We're prepared to sacrifice our army at all costs and necessary to prevent their buildup. Immediately upon the mission start, we mobilize our 3 Spartans and 2 Wolverines towards the first Covenant base. These are the Covenant's favorite choice on this mission, and we aim to hijack them and use them against them. Unfortunately, each Covenant base is fortified with formidable large turrets, boasting considerable firepower and durability. While we could employ our Spartan laser to cheese them, time is not on our side. Thus, we opt for a head-on assault, aiming to inflict as much damage as possible as fast as we can. Concurrently, we also construct 2 reactors in the vehicle depot, utilizing their supplies and passive yet steady income to produce Scorpions. Despite lacking upgrades, these Scorpions remain formidable and are more than enough to beat the mission. Upon destroying the first Covenant base, we swiftly transition to the next one. Fortunately, our rapid offensive catches them on guard, preventing substantial buildup. Upon reaching the third base, we engage with our entire army and sacrifice deemed necessary to prevent the construct of shield generators. If they build shield generators on any of their bases, it's mission over. We will not have the firepower to defeat the base. We'll eventually rebuild our army, destroy the third base, and once we have destroyed all 3 Covenant's bases, the map is clear of any threats, enabling us a safe route to escort the reactor with our elephant. Also, we can take as much time as we need. Once we get to the top of the mission, that is mission over. We can move on to the final mission. Mission 15, Escape. We embark on this mission with a mere 1,000 supplies. Very little resources we have. However, we do have some big advantages on this mission. We got some ODSTs and a Mega Turret that we can take control of. But the first thing we need to do is we need to be fast as possible. For if we are not fast enough and the Covenant builds shield generators on their base on the left side, that's a mission over, requiring us to reset. So what we can do about that? Well, we're gonna rush our Spartans as fast as possible to that Covenant's base, and hopefully we can destroy it. To boost our army, we will build Marines. Due to their grenade ability, which deals massive damage to buildings, they are our best option for sieging the Covenant's base. Once we have arrived at the base, we will go in the back to avoid a nearby Covenant army. If we do encounter this army, all hope is lost. We will destroy the nearby turrets to protect our army. Once we have destroyed the Covenant's base, we can move on to finishing the mission. The Covenant will keep trying to rebuild that base, but we will keep an eye on it throughout the mission and destroy every attempt they make on rebuilding their base. As we make our clockwise approach, we will destroy any nearby forces near the interlocks, for we cannot activate them if any Covenant or Flood units are nearby. And with each bench secured, we edge closer to the victory of having conquered 10 out of 11 missions without supply packs. After all that, we have secured all the vents, and that concludes the challenge. Thank you everyone who has watched. I appreciate that you guys joined me on this journey, and stay tuned for more thrilling challenges ahead. Let me know what challenges you would like to see in the future. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next challenge video.